Ghana ni bia wapie sa video we so no. Me pese wonyanto boase pay attention. Etwema video we esi. Me ba bebo sa video we achrew ama watie mu nsem. Ghana we won say anya careful a won ne ekoso Israel, between Israel and Palestine, between Russia and Ukraine no enye sesia in the future yen chirimba be bre rough yen chirimba be dane nkoa e wo masase so. Say anya careful a en chirimba na omu ba na omu ye Ghana fo omu be ba in the next generation no omme dane nkoa wo omu krom ye de ombe dane slaves achichire omo hwe saa de we ye koso no se yan hwe na yan si anu kwan immediately ya hwe ebedru baby mu be ka say this small boy said it now he late. When him say Nigeria tribe Igbo for one intention in this country, ni say ombe conquer Ghana one day, no maji or minor free and sem. Are you aware? And Rami Baba ye hun story ewa hase me twa kakra posti TikTok. Na Igbo ni ba kwa otitwi a wo Ghana be commenti say they have been planning this for a decade. Now they will take Ghana from us very soon. We should wait and see. An Igbo man. And you see, ebe say joke no, but the rate at which are Ghana media any womo mukabi ewo maye di no is very bad for our country. Abrantie wesuye Nigeria ni oye Igbo. Na onam somewhere, I think this is circle. And a wire video, I can the same thing. Ama Nigeria ni bi atia chiremu achireye is very dangerous for our country's future. You have a video na ending come tie.
Very soon, the boy na cry I can't dey Ghana no. Very soon, if I come along, I cry kind. Na Ghana street in the Igbo, like a slow feel like this. Oh boy, you gonna conquer.
What you just heard is exactly what I have been trying to tell Ghanaians. In case you never heard what he said, I would interpret because I'm an Igbo man. He said that very soon in Ghana, the Igbos in Ghana would outnumber Ghanaians because everywhere you go to, you can speak Igbo fluently and see someone that speaks Igbo with you. Now, the last thing he said is something that should frighten Ghanaians. He said, Igbos are conquering. Igbos are conquering. Now, the last statement gives you their true intent. It gives you their reason for coming to Ghana. You know that in Nigeria right now, Igbos are being subdued, right? Igbos are being subdued by the Northerners, the Fulanis, the Hausas, and the Yorubas. And there is a good reason for that. So, the Igbos now are seeking out for other places where they can go and begin to subdue. Do you understand? That is not just the reason for such. It's not because they're being victimized by the Fulanis, by the Hausas, or by the Yorubas, or by the Northerners or the Westerners. But because the Northerners and the Westerners actually got to experience the lifestyle of an Igbo man. So they were on guard. And that is why you see every time, for a good reason, Northerners and the Westerners hate the Igbos, who are the Easterners. And South Africans can bear witness to this as to why South Africans engaged in an activity, a just activity, which the Igbos simply had to play victims to in calling xenophobia. So Ghanaians, you see, this you people's peaceful nature, I love it, but to an extent, you see, you can be peaceful towards yourself, but when it comes to strangers, especially towards Igbos, I would not advise you people to keep to such peace. You know why? Because for you to maintain peace, one thing is for you to have peace, another thing is for you to maintain that peace. For you to maintain peace, you must have to go to war. You must have to go to war. My mother taught me this. Peace is something that is very expensive to maintain. For you to maintain peace, you must have to go to war. Now, what this means is that the Igbos coming into Ghana seek to increase their numbers, and the purpose of their increase is to someday conquer Ghanaians and take over Ghana. Is to someday conquer Ghanaians and take over Ghana. Do not overlook the reason the Hausas, who are the Northerners, and the Yorubas, who are the Westerners, hate the Igbos. There is a reason for that. If a man's way pleases the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. If the Igbos are lovely people, there is no way the Yorubas and the Northerners will hate them. A word is enough for a wise. Simple. Thank you.
Samate. Kwasia weya na nim se kusie bomwi hwan spectacles. One zema waka. So you can see say their intention of coming to Ghana no and yet to do business as we are seeing no. Because the little space now muhia wa Nigeria no Yoruba, Hausa and other tribes in Nigeria more musa space no. What's what to be say Biafra. One person muti omu sa nkrofo no eba tribalism wa Nigeria, tribalism. Nkrofo tribalism yo mu the power Nigeria sa Igbo fo no. Enti no Oma try sa Nigeria fo no so ahun say no. Omu nkrofo be ye leader. Sa nkwasi Biafra na omu pe no ebebam. Enti Hausa any Yoruba for any other tribes no omuso mass space e massa tribe in Medi Nigeria so bio. And that kind of space no any freedom no mu pe no wo munya e wo Nigeria because Hausa no Fulani for no so do so chen omu to ma say Ghana is small country and ayen so ya kura ya tolerate omu ye free country omu timi wura mu pienti no Yambra Ghana na yembetina ha. Some years to come, enyande o. Omuntimi yane se sia o. Some years to come no. Ebeba be du brebi. Enchirimba be dani nkoa. Osi den Accra no wo no, wo fa ba bia wo timi obi mane ka Igbo 1 or 2. Small they are conquering. Say obi free ni kuro so timi be conquer wo capital wa conquer the nation no. Ara wo Se Ghana ya nsori anjina ankasa masa de we to antwa na e fa ne say ya gura forget about your friend saying say we are all in West Africa o ya nsori anjina na ya nkasa ma sa de we ya stop sesia na ye tolerate na obi aye din enye hwe ya one day it is going to happen. And that is their intention of coming to God. That is the reason. Because Oma who say Ghana fool. Oma who say Ghana no you tolerate anybody. Obia to me roam in and out. Eye ni opentino. Yembe tina Ghana na yembe ka say Ghana ye de ye be conquer a whole nation because omu you populated the chain or minor. Na yeti krom ha e de kwase ehwe nkrofo we na me say what nipa no explain no say onim say Ghana ye peaceful but there are certain situations ye the peace and every peace situations bi wo hono ma ye the asumdue na every asumdue se wanya asumdue a Wintimi ntina asomdue mu. Se ya nsori. Ahemfo ansori. Na memi wotumi bia wo Ghana hase ya. Ohene bia waton asase ama Igbofo we nka me wotumi bia nka me ya gini nyina. He nyame nim na some of us ye ni power. Eye me yaki. Eye me yawo memi wotumi bia. Ohene bia wo krom ha bia waton asase. Ama Igbo ni bia okru akama ya retrieve ni back. Oye dem go to asasima foreigner. Why do you sell a land to a foreigner? I mean, at the ade na ye do sika che oman ni future enchiri ba betena he sadia we Kwame Nkrumah nom suso a ka ebenya Ghana tenam ade na adidi dan nye yede adidi preko na yede why adidi da enye yede adidi preko na yede ade ekosu no ebe affect nchirimba wo ebe dru ho na ebia ye ko na udwin se Igbo king a owo krom ha Igbo king owo krom ha be wu ni ba ama ne ba so abewu ni ba ama ne ba so abewu ni ba ama ne ba so abewu ni ba na 100 years to come no onka se owo shares e wo Ghana asase mo onka se oye Ghana bi you see, right? We have to be very careful as a nation. There is only one Ghana. Na omukrom ho ya. Omukrom ho ye tolerate omunsam funwa. Ade na omu ba Ghana. Se omatu omani ahwe the whole continent. Omanye country bia so omeba se Ghana. Meaning Ghana ye cheap. Obi atumi wura happy. Then tina South Africa for tolerate you. What be so the reason in South Africa for tolerate you. Dubai for tolerate you. Any country be obeko biano Nigeria for 1 2 na ho mu sekuru no. Especially sa Igbo for we. Sa Igbo for we ya. And ye Ghana for na so mu so abedru ha ne. Afere what? Say omuye overpopulated Kenya. Then they take over the country. And yes, civil war na eba no. And yes, war and eba. And your war no mu calling. Sound kuro ye one of our omu kuku ntokwai. Then a ye diba. Mami baby tina kakra. Adi abechi wose ho ye ne dia. Sorry free. That's what they do. Ya nye careful Ghana yeni alatafo yeni Igbo fo we benya future ntokwa ebia na ye ko the next generation they will turn slaves on their own land. Ya nye careful ahunu nyansa asoman ansi sadie wanu kwan immediately na ye Germany car the next generation and chiriba be dani kwa. The next generation will turn to slaves on their own land. Yebe ku omo to se mponchi. Ombe tamwa japadia dwane akobi manso. Yebe konkamu akunya se nkuko. The earlier the better the earlier the better. Me need any power. The only power me want is to speak. Na se u entertaining ahoho to some level na u ye panyin tifie a start tin sem we fira ahoho na num na so so bet na se won react a etogiwa kwamfo boni se kuro be bo timu bi na se u ye Ghana panyin ti krom ha na wa ho ade we na se wunka woni nyankopon ene wa asem se ebe wa leaders wo krom ha no more some little amount of power. No more power, no one to fan make any influence. Now when ebe koso na they will sit down and watch her. Eto di ye. Obetimako ni krom Enugu Onitsha any of the Igbo state in Nigeria to go and say this nonsense. Komu kunwa wiakete. Ghana na sansa mfunu timi koso and I blame our leaders. Yempenyumfo enema sansa mfunwe koso wo krom ha obia ba ohu Ghana se eyefu ya kan still ya kan ya they a peaceful nation they want to capitalize on peace na yenye kuro they want to take it away from us we are unity krom ha na se waton asase ama foreigner eyema we are unity Ghana aton asase ama foreigner eyema. Is it good for our mining future? Mudia mu bottom mu kwana mu dream or mine dachi mu bottom and a mu dream. Nia mu bedi ndem kwa na mu dwen mu ndi nchirimba ho. Kwame Nkrumah tolerate niama we a ka ebenya baabi atena ene. Ade na ye pe adede preku ye mpe adede da. No obi atena free ni krom atra 2 countries Togo ni Benin abagana besi kingdom na ne nkrofo so mbe konka nation. Net ya normal. Hey Ghana wallahi. Manu me hu ka etimi change na scanner me nibi. Come on, naturalize it. That's why me salute to South Africa for sound kwasi asem ntimi nkoso South Africa. Why? Aden. Enti me catch them. The reason for the Igbos in Ghana and say wo mu betinasi adori no maji ye kuro ne dachi. So ye panyi ti krom ha. Na so be ka wano atuma tolerate saa de we amana koso a. Koso na watamuo eda nyame nsem. Sa mudi mafu ebedi kan na maja Ghana na yete ye hwemo. Me de king fantastic.